Hello, my dear kids. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and happy. Yes, children, today we are not going to start any new chapter. Today we are going to revise punctuation. Children, till now we had studied about all these punctuation marks like exclamation mark, question mark, apostrophe mark, comma, full stop. And again today we are going to revise all this punctuation mark, and at the end I'm going to give you a worksheet that we will discuss at the end of the session. Children, as we all know that every sentence should begin with a capital letter, and we also know that proper nouns like name of a place, animal or thing should be capitalized. Let's see the example. Miss Nikita is my class teacher. Now, when we begin a sentence, the first letter should be capital. So here I made the letter M capital, and Nikita. Nikita is the name of a person. So the first letter should be in capital. So see this red colored letter, they are capitalized. Miss Nikita is my class teacher. Second example, my father is flying to Delhi on Tuesday. Yes, again, children, we have to start the sentence with a capital letter. So, my, the first letter is capital, and Delhi, it is a proper noun. So, the first letter of this proper noun, D, should be capital, and Tuesday. This is also a proper noun. So, remember this thing, children, that a sentence should always begin with a capital letter. Children, we already learned about this punctuation mark, the full stop. Yes, the full stop is used at the end of an assertive or an imperative sentence. Yes, when you want to say something, when you want to state something, that sentences are known as an assertive sentence. Now, look at this example. John has a bicycle. This is an assertive sentence. Just you are stating something. So, at the end of this sentence, we will use full stop. This is a difficult poem. Now, again, I am just saying something. So, this is an assertive sentence, and at the end of an assertive sentence, we will use this punctuation mark, full stop. Yes, children. This punctuation mark, the full stop, is also used with an assertive sentence. A sentence which gives an order, makes a request, or a suggestion. That sentence is known as an imperative sentence. For example, please give me a pen. Now here you are making a request. So at the end of this sentence, we will use a full stop. Let us all be friends and good neighbors. Now here you are giving a suggestion. So this is an imperative sentence. So at the end of this sentence, we will use which punctuation mark? Yes, we will use a full stop. Yes, children. When do we use a question mark? Yes, with an interrogative sentence. Now, when we want to ask something, at the end of those sentences, we will use a question mark. For example, does John have a bicycle? Yes, I am asking something. So, at the end of this sentence, we will use a question mark. Yes, this is an interrogative sentence. We are asking something. Is this a difficult poem? Yes, it is an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means when you want to ask something. So at the end of these sentences, we will use question mark. Yes, children. Exclamation mark. Children, a sentence which expresses some strong feelings or emotions. At the end of those sentences, we will use an exclamation mark. For example, what an exciting story this is. Now, children are finding this story very exciting. So they are showing their feelings about that story. So at the end of this sentence, we will use an exclamation mark. Second example, how difficult this poem is. Yes, this boy is showing his feelings about this poem, that the poem is difficult. So at the end of exclamatory sentences, we will use an exclamation mark. Children, this punctuation mark, comma, indicates the shortest pause. Means it is used in the middle of the sentence. Now there are a number of uses for comma. Let us learn a few of them. A comma is used to separate someone's name from the rest of the sentence. For example, are you going to the show, Anuj? Now here, I want to separate this name Anuj from rest of the sentence. So I used a comma in the middle of the sentence before this name Anuj. Second example, children, when you want to separate a series of words in a list, at that time you can use this punctuation mark comma. For example, my mother bought some fruits, vegetables, groceries and stationery from the market. Now here I have used a series of words, fruits, vegetable, groceries. So I used a comma to make them separate. Now there are other uses for the comma also, but that we will learn later, children. Apostrophe. Yes, children. In our chapter number 13, we discussed the rules in details. Now what is the use of an apostrophe? Yes, to show possession of a noun. This bicycle belongs to John. Every time we can't say this sentence. So for that we can use apostrophe mark and ns after a noun to show the possession. Who is the owner of the cycle? John. So we can write like this. This is John's bicycle. John apostrophe mark and ns. It shows the possession. Now second use of an apostrophe. It is used to make contractions. Contraction means when you want to shorten the words. What is your name? Here I have used an apostrophe mark when I joined these two words. What plus is. It gives you what's. What apostrophe mark and s. Now children, here are some examples of contraction. See these words. I am. When I want to join these two words, I will use an apostrophe and it will become am. I have omitted this letter A and in that place I have used an apostrophe to make a contraction. I am. See this, he will. When I join these two words using an apostrophe, it will become he'll. You have to omit these two letters W and I, and in that place you will use an apostrophe. So go through this table and make proper use of contractions. Children, see these negative contractions. Do not. And when you will use an apostrophe to form a contraction, it will become don't. You have to omit this word O and in that place you will use an apostrophe mark. Do not, don't. Now look at these words, children. Will not. Here the short form of will not is won't. It is totally changed. Here you have to omit this O and these letters also. And it is completely changed. Will not, won't. Have not, haven't. Has not, hasn't. And one more thing, cannot. In this, you have to write only one N. And you have to omit this letter O, and in that place you have to use an apostrophe to make a contraction. So children, go through this table. It will be helpful to you to solve the worksheet. Okay children, let's discuss this revision worksheet. In this worksheet, there are 3 exercises. Let's discuss one by one. Exercise A. Use the correct punctuation marks at the end of each sentence. Number 1. Did she clean her room? Yes, children. This is an interrogative sentence. We are asking something. So, we will use a question mark at the end of this sentence. Number 2. Yesterday was a holiday. Yes, children. This is an assertive sentence. Just we are saying something. So, we will use a full stop at the end. Let's take sentence number 7. What a beautiful garden Saloni has. Yes, children, this is an exclamatory sentence. We are showing our feelings. So, at the end, we will put an exclamation mark. So, try to do rest of the sentences by your own. Exercise B. Write the contractions for the underlined words in the sentences. Number 1. I will go to the bank on Monday. Yes, children, you have to join these 2 words to form the contractions. And for that, what you have to do? You have to use an apostrophe. So, I will become I will. What you have to do? You have to omit these 2 letters, W and I. And in that place, what you have to use? An apostrophe mark. I, apostrophe mark, then double L. Let's take sentence number 8. Geeta does not like to play board games. Now, does not. Does not will become doesn't. You have to omit this letter O, and you have to join these words, and in the place of O you have to use an apostrophe mark to form the contraction. So children, try to do rest of the blanks. Exercise C. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters and punctuation marks. Number 1. I study in Countryside International School. Yes, children. Remember this thing that every sentence should begin with a capital letter. Here, I is in small letter. Let's see the answer. I. Make it capital. I study in Countryside International School. Countryside International School is a name of an institution. It is a proper noun. So, countryside C should be capital, international I should be capital, school S should be capital. And at the end we will put a full stop because it is an assertive sentence. Let's see number 4. Rajiv's bag is new. Yes, children, Rajiv is a proper noun. It is the name of a boy. So, yes, we should always start a sentence with a capital letter. Let's see the answer. Rajiv's bag is new. Yes, children, the bag belongs to Rajiv. It is showing an ownership. So, before S, we will put an apostrophe mark to show the possession. Rajiv's bag is new. And at the end, we will put a full stop. So children, try to do rest of the sentences. If you have any doubt, go through the chapter, read the chapter. I will be sending you the notes. Bye bye. Good day.